Hey everybody, this is Alessandro. Welcome back. So this is going to be the second part of the my blocking. Okay, as usual, as I mentioned last time, guys, I on this part I was at the very beginning. I only work on the foot placement. Okay, just to have an idea where the character is going through the camera. But now I want to start to refine those poses. Okay, so let me start with the next frame over here, and let me place the camera properly. Okay, give me a second. So, and the thing is about this foot over here, if I look at the reference, this foot over here is kind of, lifting up at this frame. And I don't want to use the foot roll at this point when the feet usually is in the air. I rather just rotate it. And because at the beginning here, it's kind of doing the pivot here on the toes, okay? So it's rotating a little bit, if you can see here on the toes, and then lifting it, you know. So I want to kind of make sure that the pivot it's here, it's around the toes of this foot, okay? So you see now it's going back, so I have to push it actually forward. It means before I did a mistake, and I want him to go a little bit forward, okay? Push this behind, and because of this, now I will take a look again at the trajectory, right? Let me extend for a moment the entire things just to look properly at the trajectory. So see, if we do that, it means that these two needs to go a lot more forward, okay? And maybe a bit too much. And again, start to take a look at the okay, this foot. So first of all, I always want to make sure it's placed properly, okay? And the foot is not way too much. Okay, here. And not too down as well. See, I think I went way too much down originally. I'm just in the arc a little bit. Let me for a moment. I always actually go here. And as usual, I will, as a routine, I will reset those controller. Okay, make sure they're all on 0. I'm gonna bring this one a little bit closer. I want to start now to look in perspective as well. I feel this foot as well is supposed to be rotated a lot more like this. Okay. And this one as well. But mostly you want the body going into this direction. I already started to lean forward the next frame, okay? Maybe rotate a bit more here. See the foot, ironically here the spine doesn't seem to need a lot of movement, okay? I'm gonna start now also to reset this controller. So I want the spine to be a little bit, the upper spine to be a little bit lower. Maybe this one actually in the opposite direction. closing this, down. And we're gonna close this one here, raise the shoulder, and start to bring this to a better silhouette. As I mentioned last time, guys, at this first stage, I don't want to worry too much about the stick here, okay? Because it's something you will need to be adjust later on into the when we do the blocking plus. Okay, there's gonna be a lot to do there. I already know that by experience, so at this stage I don't want to you know, do too much. Still gonna do a pass as close as possible, but at this first stage I'm not gonna be too obsessed about it, because it will have a lot to do with the line of action, you know, how to break down some of the movement, what is leading what, how things are going to be constrained, you know. So I feel like if I'm gonna spend too much time now doing this, it will, you know, could be counterproductive, because it will require a lot of adjustment later. So I'd rather now not spend too much time. Okay. We can flip it up. And again, we're gonna adjust this pose over here. Okay. I feel like overall this spine is a lot straighter. Okay. I'm gonna push it a bit more forward. Didn't quite get that yet. See, that's what I was talking about. The moment I adjust the spine, the arms now started to look weird, and I need to adjust them one more time. Okay. 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 And then again, we can adjust very quickly this one. Okay. Then we're gonna make, you know, the collision of the hands uh, later. Forward a little bit tilted like this. Okay. And then let's go to the next part. So because before we adjust the foot, okay. So you want to adjust this key now. And maybe start to rotate a bit more. And now again, I will need to adjust this. And I go here. I think it's like almost forward. Okay. Rotating it because it started to lean again this direction, right? And you see we can see a bit more of the butt here. So it's important that we start to get the right tilt here and a little bit of line of action. Okay. As soon as I start to do this, okay, this is a bit too much, as you can see. But overall, this one needs to bend it a little bit more forward. It also could be because of the shoulder. It makes it look a bit weird. Okay, but I want him a little bit more 3/4. Boom. Let's do the head. Kind of facing this way. Okay. We're gonna push these things up. Boom. Push this one kind of straight. And adjust. As you can see now, I'm not gonna be worried too much about the the stick for now. Boom. But this one ideally should stay still. Maybe a bit. This a bit too up. Okay. I think this one needs to be bend a lot more. It's kind of interesting because we need to overall, yeah, rotate this one a bit more here. And adjusting it this. Okay, so it's almost going over the shoulder. So it's important to find the right balance. Again, I still feel like this is a bit too much. Okay. So you can see, guys, those poses are not quite easy to make them look appealing. Okay. I want to be something like that. Even here, so you kind of want them to rest on the shoulder. Okay. Maybe this one can be, you can bring it back a little bit. right? So this one. It's very tricky, this balance here. Okay, for now we can keep it like this. Let's start to move forward to the next one very quickly. Okay, so we go from here. Okay, again, you see there is a little step going forward here. So it's very hard to see in the reference, but basically the character is doing a little step forward, okay? So we're gonna basically take all this and push it like this, okay? I think a bit more internally, okay? Boom, boom. Maybe this one we can push it a bit more outside, okay? As usual, let's make sure everything is reset. Okay. This one I'm gonna put a little bit more straight here. I have the feeling this one needs to be a lot closer to this foot. Okay, something like this. And the character being, it looks like it's still there is a bit of a bend. Let me double check every controller. Sometimes just optical illusion, could be because of the perspective. No, everything is good so far. Could be again because of the shoulder, right? So we're gonna bend it forward a little bit and this. See what can we do? Okay, a tiny bit. Again, for now, wanna remove those rotation. Okay. And kinda rotate it like this. Okay, and we are raising this up. Okay. I think it's something like this, more or less. Boom. This one should be lower. At the moment, it's not very visible, so we can pause it very, very quickly. Okay. Reset the finger. This one we can stretch it a bit more forward, I feel like. Okay. And now we need to adjust this foot again. So basically we wanna twist it this direction. Right? Maybe a little bit less. Kind of keep it in place. Okay, I like to do these things manually. Um, so kind of using this line over here to kind of keep it in place. If you do correctly, you should be fine when you do the delta like this. Okay. So there is a down here, and here I started to go back up. So it's okay. I think if we push it a little bit more. Okay. Delta like this, so we can see a bit more of the pelvis. Again, same ritual one more time. Reset everything here. Just to make sure. Okay, everything is reset. Okay, pushing the line of action here. Let's make these hands really nice and appealing. Okay, really clean. Pushing it like this. Now the fingers are going to be really nice and straight. Double check. That. Try to make something nice and elegant. Okay, we can do something like this. As you can see, I want to have a really nice line of action. I want to have see, this is going to be like this, and let's readjust this. Okay, I think a little bit this one could be bent forward. Okay, so, and this one is slightly bent this direction. Okay, hopla, take the wrong controller. Okay, something like that. Yes, push the head, the neck towards this direction, and then kind of raising the head. Okay. And obviously, we can adjust slightly this one. Okay, boom. Again, one more time, let's take a look from this one. Same here, right? To adjust it. Push it forward a little bit here. Okay. This one, again, it's kind of running this direction. Something like that. Make sure this one is not floaty. This one we can push it down. Actually, first, my mistake, sorry guys. See if we need to do anything about the spine. Sometimes it's okay to keep the spine a bit straighter, okay? Nothing necessarily wrong with that. Okay. Okay, so it's gonna be very lower here. Maybe stretching it. Okay. Good. Very quickly. I think we can start to do this pose, this other pose here. Okay, let's do the foot roll. As usual, guys, let's go in motion trail. Let's take a look the direction. Too much. I think actually this is this is actually straighter, not even contacting. We can do it flat here. This could be foot roll really high. Oh, it doesn't go beyond this. That's why I did it. Okay. Tilt in this direction. Same things all over again, guys. Select this. Tilted and started to rotate this. I know why a lot of students really struggle to make a clean spine because they get confused how to move the controller. So generally that's what I do. I take the master controller first, orient it as much as possible, and then adjust the other one, you know, based on the line of action that I need. Right. But definitely you should use your master controller, you know, the pelvis one, to rotate it as, you know, to achieve the best with the less result. Let's put it that way. I think it's hard to tell sometimes in the video reference. So I'll bend it like this for now. Okay. Okay, we have the this direction. Okay, and this one like this. Okay, a little bit visible. Let's relax the finger at this point. Okay, let's adjust the head. I have the feeling that this whole body, it's overall still bended more like this. See? See, it started to feel a little bit more correct. Almost kind of falling behind a little bit. Okay? This is gonna be around here. Okay, we're gonna figure out later on the finger and everything, right? Okay. These things looks like supposed to kind of overlap. Okay. So we'll adjust the finger and everything later. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop here for today, and then we're gonna do the last part, and maybe you'll refine some of the poses. Okay, guys? See you next time. Ciao.